A historic day marked by rare sights and sounds inside the House.
I am proud that BC is a leader in Canada in advancing reconciliation together with Indigenous peoples. Let's make history.
All those in favour say aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion carried.
Jody Wilson-Raybould stood inside the packed chamber alongside several First Nations leaders, many visibly moved as Bill 41 was tabled.
What an amazing day today is. We are standing here with the dignity of our people intact.
It's a day that's been a long time coming for Grand Chief Ed John. He traveled to Geneva in the 90s to help craft the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples.
We spent close to 10 years arguing about one letter on one word. That letter was the letter S and the word people. The characterization as Indigenous peoples was important to us.
His work helped lay the foundation for federal UNDRIP legislation here in Canada. It was passed in the House of Commons a year and a half ago, but eventually stalled and died in the Senate. Still, he's hopeful the newly elected Liberal minority government will make sure it gets through this time.
With the support from the New Democrats and the Green Party and the Independent, they all strongly support this initiative.
As for BC's legislation, Premier John Horgan says they can start working on an action plan once the bill receives royal assent.
Ministries across government will be working on the action plan, and we started, as we already have, with the environmental assessment process, with children and family services, and then we'll build off of that ministry by ministry, law by law, sometimes clusters if there's commonality between those laws, and that's the objective here.
There's no timeline yet for that action plan, but Indigenous leaders say patience is needed.
We'll get there when we get there, but at least we have a vehicle, at least we have a framework that will guide these important discussions.
Important decisions towards reconciliation that'll take a long time yet, perhaps generations. Tanya Fletcher, CBC News, Victoria.